Hello, I'm Bolivar and welcome to my GTA RP tutorial. So first of all, I stream on Twitch at twitch.tv/BolivarXD, and I'm making this video to offer you some tips that will help you get started in Grand Theft Auto Roleplay, or GTA RP for short. There's 5 steps, they're all pretty straightforward, and if you will, just follow along with me here in the video. Alright, so first step is to learn the common rules that apply to almost any roleplay server, okay? So the first one is probably cheating. Number 1. Cheating's not allowed. No one likes a cheater, especially in roleplay, so don't do it. This can get you banned first offense. Next is metagaming. Pretty common rule in roleplay. Using information that your character wouldn't know to gain an advantage in-game is strictly forbidden. That's basically metagaming. Power gaming. Basically the act of disallowing another player the opportunity to roleplay with you or against you. Make sure you understand what power gaming is. Fear roleplay. It's another common aspect of roleplay. This is necessary when your character is in a situation where they would normally fear for their life or be scared to die. And not following this rule can lead to severe punishments. So make sure you understand that. Combat logging. Another very common rule that you need to obey. This is basically logging out of the game while being shot at or during a robbery. These are some examples of combat logging, and this can get you banned for the first offense as well. New life rule. This rule means when your character dies, they lose their memory and do not return to the area of their death for a set amount of time. The specifics on this rule can vary server to server, so make sure you know what they are for each server. Death matching. This is killing another character for no reason, either with fists, a weapon, or a vehicle. For short, it's basically DM, like they have it listed here, or VDM for a vehicle deathmatch, which is listed right here. The specifics of this rule also vary server to server, so make sure you understand that. There are some instances where you are allowed to hit someone with a vehicle, but some servers that just don't allow it at all. So that's some common rules for roleplay servers that you'll want to know specifically, and they will help you in the long run for sure. Right, so next we talk about the platforms where you can find GTA roleplay servers. There's 2 main platforms that host modded GTA 5 servers. They're called FiveM and RageMP. They both have their strengths and weaknesses, but there's most definitely something out there for everybody. So first of all, we'll start with FiveM. Many players get their first look at GTA RP by watching streamers play on a server on FiveM called NoPixel, which has helped to push the roleplay genre into the mainstream. And since this platform hosts a wide variety of servers that focus on many different styles of gameplay, they basically attract a large variety of people. There's racing servers, cops and robbers, or PvP servers, roleplay servers, you name it. The downside for some is the player limits. In general, you'll find most servers with a population from about 30 to 200 players or so, with a cap of 350 maximum. That's the maximum you'll probably ever see on FiveM, at this point anyway. And this is because FiveM allows the AI-generated characters in the world like you would see in the single-player game. So this can cause severe lag and desync in some cases, where you may be around a lot of players or modded vehicles or both, all in the same area at the same time. And at the same time, visual damage on vehicles and AI pedestrian locations are synced from player to player as well. So the average frame rate you'll basically expect on a FiveM server is about 60 to 90 FPS on normal settings. And then on the mod side of things, FiveM uses scripts or mods that are basically compatible with any server on the platform. So you will see a lot of the same jobs and activities behaving in the same manner, since everything on that end has already been developed in such a way that it is basically just drag and drop, so to speak. This makes it easy to create a server on FiveM, but these servers tend to have a community that is in it for the quote-unquote gaming experience more than they are there for the roleplay, even though there are surely exceptions. So now let's talk about RageMP. This platform hosts a ton of RP servers, and it's honestly hard to find one that isn't for roleplay. There's a few really great features of this platform, and the most important one to me is the player cap. There are literally servers on RageMP that have a constant player count of over 1,000, with a cap of a mind-blowing 5,000 players. This platform doesn't allow the AI pedestrians in the world, and this is the reason why. Player cap depends on sync, and syncing all the players with all of those AI on the world would be just a laggy mess, so no AI pedestrians on RageMP. Servers on RageMP experience more desync though, with higher player count, so servers with high population may experience technical difficulties more often than others with lower numbers, so keep that in mind. On average, English-speaking servers range from 50 to 300 players, and the servers with 1,000 plus player counts are for Russian speakers mainly. Performance-wise, you can expect to get around 90 to 120 FPS usually on RageMP servers at normal settings, and also depending on the same variables mentioned before, like player count, how many are in your certain area, etc., etc. As for scripts or mods, they are normally developed in-house by developers working for each server independently, and this means the scripts are customized and tweaked to meet the specific needs of the community they are hosting, which is a rewarding aspect for the players especially. Also, the servers on RageMP tend to have a robust and detailed economy, and at the same time the communities that play on this server tend to engage with the economy-driven format and heavily detailed roleplay in a very realistic sort of way. This leads to very immersive storytelling and interactivity within the community. So, with these things in mind, you'll be able to pick a server to try on the platform of your choice. Alright, since you have a platform picked out and you're eyeing a server you think you might like, stop and look to see if they have a link or a Discord where you can find their rules. Read them. Just like we were talking about before. Read the rules one time through fully, and maybe even a second time just to be sure you didn't miss anything. And then make sure you pay attention to the new life rule, specific timers or member limits for activities like bank robberies, as well as Fear RP, since these rules can vary quite a bit from server to server. If the server has a Discord or forum, use the proper channels to ask questions if you have them, okay? There are usually some very kind people on the other end that are glad to help you. One really good guideline to go by, just as a tip from me to you, is when in doubt, don't shoot it out. Meaning if you're in a situation and you don't know if you should do this or that because you might break a rule, just don't do it and ask a question after the scenario instead. Knowing the rules really well doesn't come overnight, and it will take some practice and willingness to take the L for it to come naturally and without a second thought. Believe me, I'm still learning myself every time I play. So, you found a server you like now, and you've read the rules a couple times. Nice. So you're ready to join or apply to join? Yeah, I said apply to join. Most RP servers have a whitelist application to ensure you have read the rules basically, which consists of some multiple choice questions, essays, or both even. If you've read the rules, these can be very easy to complete and only take about 15 to 30 minutes of your time. Then something you can do to speed up this process is to write a character biography or story that is about 150 to 300 words, and just tell a story basically about where your character came from, their aspirations in life, etc. You don't have to go into a huge amount of detail also with this, but the more creative you are, the better. Some servers even want you to be as creative as possible, so keep that in mind. This story is kind of like a guideline as well for how your character will behave and react to their environment, so have fun with this aspect of your roleplay, okay? Usually when you create an account on a server and log in for the first time, you will complete this test if there is one, create your character, and start their story. The whitelist process can take anywhere from an hour or two up to a few days or weeks. This really just depends on the amount of applications the server gets and the staff they have to handle that. So to give you an example of a really good roleplay server on the Rage MP platform that I am currently playing on, I would like to introduce you to FiveM Roleplay, or EZRP for short. Here on EZRP, there is a persistent player-driven economy featuring lots of scripted freelance jobs, player-owned businesses, career-building departments, and customization for your character, vehicles, and properties. Keep the city clean as a garbage collector or a street sweeper. Catch some tuna and other aquatic sea life down at the pier by fishing and relaxing with your friends. You can be a bus driver or a taxi driver helping the people of Los Santos get to their own jobs and responsibilities within the city. There are hundreds of vehicles to fully customize and modify, as well as a clothing script that enables creativity and is also intuitive. You can be a police officer or a sheriff's deputy and help fight crime in the city or county, as well as become an EMS technician or a doctor providing life-saving treatment to the citizens of the city. You could even be a mechanic at a player-owned workshop. There are player-owned business properties like gas stations and convenience stores that would provide a stable income for your character. Join an established civilian or criminal organization and even create one of these of your own if you wish. The server features a variety of weapons and attachments like a flashlight that is accurately synced between players and weapon holstering anywhere on your character's body. And to wrap things up, there are vehicle rentals, exterior furniture placement for your houses and property, player-created posters in the city, and you'll even get a free bicycle when you land at LSIA. What a great gift just for flying in. Don't forget taxes, gotta pay those too. Oh, and just between me and you, there's a ton of stuff in development coming in the form of steadily implemented updates like hunting, poker, bank robberies, and a tracking system, kind of like what an AirTag does. Okay, so till next time, I'll hope to see your character in RP soon, and thanks for watching the video, and most importantly, good luck and have fun with GTA RP. Bye-bye!